About an oligarchy running the White House. You have billionaires now currying favor with the new administration, donating to the presidential library, the inauguration, making deals with family members of the Trump family.
You talk about an oligarchy taking over the White House. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. So look, I start off already with like that voice. I'm making fun of these people because these terms oligarchy, like there's a real name for what's going on here, okay? Where I'm almost able to agree with Democrats on something, they still find a way to turn it into total like fairy tale behavior. So that's why it's like I still find it to be a bit of a joke. But let's go ahead and get into this. You know, I'm trying to switch up things on this channel. Like there's a lot going on, right? And I don't want to just stay stuck on one narrative or whatever. Y'all know on this channel we cherry pick and we take it from all sides and we figure it out. Anybody who's been on this channel before. And for real, to be honest, this channel should be a lot bigger than what it is. I have not been consistent. Thank you to every eye that lands on these videos. Please don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button. I've already said enough. Let's just go ahead and go into the video and we'll talk about the rest.
How far are we from a kleptocracy?
Well, let's start with oligarchy, and I think we are there. You know, when you see three of the richest people in this country, the three richest, standing behind the president when he gets inaugurated, when you see Elon Musk, who contributed over $200 million, 270, to get Trump elected, and then becomes in many ways the most important appointee of the Trump administration, and when you see since Trump's inauguration, Elon Musk becoming $150 billion richer in 2.5 weeks, $150 billion richer. You tell me whether or not we are living in an oligarchy. And I think the function of government under Trump, under Elon Musk, will not be to serve ordinary people, but to make the very richest people in this country even richer.
There are probably some people watching who think, oh, Elon Musk, smart guy, he's got these 19, 20-something-year-old tech wizards going into government and looking for waste and abuse, and what's wrong with that? What is wrong with what is going on?
Nothing wrong with looking for waste and the kinds of bureaucracy that exist. I think we can do a whole lot to get rid of the waste, the fraud, the excessive bureaucracy that exists in government, especially, by the way, in the Defense Department. What is wrong right now is one simple reality. What Musk is doing is illegal and unconstitutional. You cannot go into an agency like USAID and essentially fire everybody and get rid of that agency.
All right. So I do tend to agree with him, but these people, as usual, they stay stuck on one narrow topic because, you know, we can't go too far with it or else, you know, there'll be repercussions, okay? When it comes to USAID, you know, let me tell you something. When it comes to our institutions, believe me, I don't believe in a bunch of regulations. I really don't. I think that people should be able to do whatever they want to do for the most part. I mean, not, you know, all the way, but I'm saying like companies and businesses and stuff. But I don't believe in this dismantling of all institutions either. Not anymore. No. I do think that we need checks and balances. When it comes to USAID, I think I'm not against all foreign aid. I've never been against all foreign aid. I'm not. I think that we should be able to have leverage over some countries. Absolutely. But if we were a country that made sense and was serious, we could do that. But unfortunately, we run in nefarious ways. And that's just a fact, bro. This isn't, you know, woo-woo, hippie, leftist girl. I am not that at all. But, you know, these people that are complaining, they're not. Okay, so USAID, yes, there was a lot of stuff in there that should not have been funded. But that doesn't mean you destroy the whole thing, okay? That doesn't mean that. What I'm seeing, I'm going to keep it real with you. What I'm seeing is Elon Musk just basically going in and removing a lot of regulations in a sense of checks and balances for money and this is a very primitive thought that I'm not primitive. This is a very not entry level either. Like, this is my first thoughts on this, because I've been really I've been trying to think about this. I'm like, what is this about? I just feel like there's a lot of slashing to prepare us for the digital currency. That's exactly what I'm feeling like.
Let's talk about this USAID thing, because that one's getting really interesting. So
Yeah.
I think most Americans had never even heard of this organization, or didn't, if they've heard of it, they didn't know what it does. And I still am not totally up to speed on what it does, but it appears to be a group that is overwhelmingly hard left in terms of its employees and the people we staff it with, and the people that then create these NGOs to which this USAID then gives its money, funneling to various causes that are very woke in many cases, like large LGBTQ and that kind of promotional stuff. The defenders say that's not all what it appears to be, that some of those so-called woke projects in these dicey third world countries are actually fronts for groups that will be democracy checks, that will quietly organize, democratic opposition to tyrants, that kind of thing. So it could be just, blatant manipulation of foreign governments under the auspices of Black Lives Matter. I don't know the truth, but what I do know
But
is
you're reporting on it, right? And far be it from me to in any way be like, I don't want to be a hypocrite, okay? Because I should have really, I just picked this up and I'm just talking about it, but I should do my research on it too. And I am going to do more research on it, because the problem I'm having with the right is that everything now that is so-called woke gets destroyed, right? So it's like this whole thing about okay, so because it's woke, it has to go, right? But the thing is, how do I know that it's woke? What is this? What is this woke banner? Everything is just happening under the woke banner, destroying things under the woke banner, this, woke, this. Well, they have woke employees, so let's destroy USAID. Now, I don't believe in having trans studies in Pakistan. I think it's disrespectful, first of all, to these countries that actually follow their ancient rituals, unlike us. And their values, right? And so I've always been against this kind of crusading for, liberalism. No, that nonsense works here, right? And it really doesn't. I'm sorry, not call it nonsense. It doesn't work here because, these parades and stuff you see in San Francisco, that stuff is not working here. But I don't believe in taking it to other countries now. When I say I believe in giving foreign aid as leverage, I mean for infrastructure, okay? Not for this weird type of all of this type of LGBT stuff, all of that, right? But that can't be all of what USAID was doing. And again, I'm telling you, I really feel like a lot of this stuff is being dismantled simply to remove the checks and balances on a currency aspect.